third video. This one I wanted to lay down too, because it kind of, I've alluded to it unknowingly, but the devil plays on setups. The apple in the garden, the fruit in the garden, the fruit is works. Oh, I just realized something. Oh my God. I'm not gonna get on that on this video. But the works of the devil, the setup, his fruits are for destruction of mankind, of God's creations and God's creation. Those fruits I'm speaking on are setups, like being led into temptation of anger, being led into temptation of lust, being led into temptation of, like, for example, like, only if I would have, like, parked a certain way, I wouldn't have got hit, or if I would have just took my time. These are the setups, and the setups are very long, drawn out. It could be over years. It could be a lifetime of setup. But you have to ask yourself, if things are weird, I'm not going to make this long, but you, as a person that's spiritual, and you're actually in a real spiritual war, you need to ask yourself, like, why are things weird? Like, you ever been in a traffic jam, or you seen a traffic jam, and then before you got to the part where it was traffic, there was just a fire truck and there was no vehicles there? That's kind of like what's happening. Like, why is that? Nobody can explain it, but that traffic jam is just there for the fuck of it. Okay, well, why are people driving weird? Or why is, like, you forget the devil found a way to sneak his way into an influence over people's mind. And yes, it may seem like some crazy Bible thumper, I know, or some weird conspiracy theorist, gang stalker, tinfoil hat, whatnot, but they're putting nanobots in your vaccines, and you're not doing things about it. They're spraying it in your fog and your food. You're not doing anything about it. There's worms in all of your food, and all your food is basically poisoning you. Let alone everything is costing a crazy amount, and a bunch of other funny shit that I could go on for infinity on. But again, like, you can't convince people that have never thought for themselves to actually think about truthful things. But those same exact people will be used for the setup that you need to be thinking about. Like, God covers you, because it's impossible to combat all these things. But being aware of, like, situations that you can easily, like, okay, I can see it. I can see the setup. I'm trying to walk to a bus stop, and there's a group of niggas dressed in black Air Force Ones and shit, and they're got their hands fidgeting in their pockets, and I hear clicking sounds. Maybe you shouldn't go there. Like, and I know that's an easy setup, but there's lines of setups. Like, you'll get an inclination of, like, oh, I got a bad vibe. Like, many niggas have survived because they got a bad vibe and didn't go to a party. Like, you're getting signs. God loves you, even though you make mistakes. And as the Bible actually says, God doesn't love everybody. Remember, God hates Esau. So God hates these people, and they have their place in hell. So, like, misery loves company. That's why they have large groups. They rule through numbers. And a lot of people fall victim to their actions of what they're doing, and fall prey to either the setup that is being fed to them to set you up, or they're victims themselves and they don't know any better. But it's your duty to really, truly understand fruits of the Spirit. I think I'm going to tell you this fruits of the Spirit in the setup. Either way, like and subscribe. Sorry for the dark area. Better go inside, grab something to eat. That's it.